Today I would like to go through the analysis of a CPM network. As all of us know, CPM is a scheduling technique that is used for analysis of projects which is continuous in nature or repetitive in nature. So as you can see, this network, it contains some activities and some times are written underneath. So we know that a network is a representation, or we can call it as a flow diagram. It consists of activities and events. Activities, I can say activity is the actual time consuming part of any project, and for example, excavate trench, mix concrete, lay pipeline, it is an activity. So an activity is normally represented in a network by an arrow. Either you can write the actual time consuming part or the activity's name, like excavate trench, on the network, or it can be even written by A, B, C, D by the alphabetical letters. Now the times required for those are written underneath. Events are those specific tasks which tell us the milestones which is reached. For example, design completed, it is an event. Concrete laid, that is an event. So these are shown here by means of circles. It can be shown by any sort of geometrical representations. Now, analysis of a CPM network, we need to see what is the critical path. The critical path of any network is the flow diagram or the longest path of a network. It tells us the actual project duration. Now, what will be the actual project duration of this particular network given? How to calculate it? So before going into the criticality, there it has to be understood 4 types of floats. The main 4 types of floats are, first one is total float. We see that in many projects or in many activities, there is a difference between the actual time required and the actual time available. So total float is the difference between the maximum time available minus the activity time required. So the formula for finding out the total float is, we give it represented by the abbreviation FT. Here it is found out by the formula TLJ minus TEI minus TIJ. TLJ is nothing but the late time of an event, that is head event, that is shown by J, and the early event time of the tail event, which is shown by I, minus activity duration. So this is a total float. Second type of float is free float. Free float is given by the letter or abbreviated as FF. Free float is nothing but if all the activities start as early as possible in a network, then whether there is any time left behind between the activities. For example, if this activity F, if it has to start, what is the free float of activity F? So if all the activities leading to F starts as early as possible, then the time or the range within which it can start, that is called as free float. The formula for free float is TEJ minus TEI minus TIJ. Once more I am repeating, Tej minus Tei minus small Tij. Small Tij represents the actual duration. Tej is the start time of the successor event and Tei is the start time of the earliest event minus the activity duration. Third types of float is independent float. It is given by the letter FID. Independent float is the excess time available if all the activities leading to it finishes as late as possible and the successor activity has to start as early as possible. So it is calculated by the formula Tej minus Tli minus Tij. Tej is the early start time of the successor event